I'm here to tell you that the third little pig had it all wrong.
Everyone was skeptic. I heard more blow the house down jokes and what about fire jokes.
I have been interested in architecture, I suppose, since I was a kid. My parents used to go to garage sales and they would bring back for me old copies of Popular Mechanics. There were pictures of things called earth ships, which were effectively underground homes. As a kid, I then took time to sketch every little fashion of underground home that you can imagine.
Purpose Homes, Ben Polley speaking.
People around me breathed a big sigh of relief when I switched to something mainstream like straw bale. My childhood home had burned down while I was in it. And housing, that probably is only the most important thing in the world for me growing up. And that is, to my mind, still one of the major benefits, that you are able to build a house that is considered fireproof.
I think that the benefits so far outweigh anything that we have produced with modern technology. It has a long fire penetration because it's so dense. The concrete on either side with the straw bale means that you're looking at between 2 and 3 hours for fire to go through instead of 20 minutes for conventional drywall.
My own house of about 1,600 square feet cost me about $1,000 a year for total electrical, heating, and hot water consumption.
We moved in back in April, and now we've been here for 6 months, and it's just been phenomenal. This summer, in spite of the heat, it remained cool in here. It was running between 70 and 72 degrees in the mornings. It was incredibly comfortable.
The straw bale building at this point is in its infancy in this part of Canada. If we were to use the example of the U.S. Southwest, where people have been building straw bale structures for about 10 or 15 years longer than we have, we're now seeing entire subdivisions that are being built out of straw. In California, there are hundreds of units going in single towns. It's quite a change for those builders to come up here and to learn that we're one of the larger straw bale building firms in Canada, and we build half a dozen a year. How's it going?
There's just so few people that are skilled in this work so that they can't build the number of houses that are needed. I think that most of the large-scale builders just want to do the same thing over and over again because they know how to do that, and they have all their people, trades, materials in place to do it easily.
Hi, Linda. It's Ben Polley, Purpose Homes. The professional builders have been a little eclectic. They're not necessarily terrific business people themselves, and while they're wonderful people, I'm sure, to work with, they don't necessarily have that sort of capitalist interest to grow their own businesses. I come from a slightly different background. I'm very comfortable with business management, and it's the building side that I've had to learn. So I've had no difficulty, or at least I've had no fear in trying to grow the business to reach a market that exists and then continue to grow that market.
Josh was big on those things because of the window wells.
I used to think that I would be switching careers altogether, not just jobs, but careers every 4 or 5 years because I would lose interest. And that's what did happen until I started Harvest Homes. Instead, now what I'm finding is that because each project is so very different and the clients are so very different and the business is undergoing such growth that I can't imagine when I wouldn't be doing this. Building houses that you know are beneficial from virtually every perspective, environmental, ecological, and human healthy, but add to that the fact that it's actually safe to live in too is a good feeling.
Enhance your Careers TV experience by exploring our info-packed website, career profiles, archives of past stories, Careers TV listings for your area, and tons of other great resources. You can even check out the team responsible for the show.